If you've already researched the best VPNs around, then there are two names that will probably stand out to you: ExpressVPN and NordVPN. These two giants have been on the leading edge of VPNs for several years now, but it can be difficult to cut through all the contradictory advice online and come to a conclusion about which is best for you. Here we'll compare them head to head in all the key areas, drawing on our own hands-on reviews and long-term use of both providers. And when you've made up your mind, just use the links in the description to get the best price and some TechRadar exclusive deals. To start, let's take a look at how these two match up on paper. Express is based in the British Virgin Isles and has over 3,000 servers in 94 countries, a fully audited privacy policy, supports P2P on every server, offers 24/7 live chat support, and can be used on 5 devices per plan. NordVPN is based in Panama, has over 5,500 servers in 60 countries, is also fully audited, supports P2P on selected servers, offers 24/7 live chat support, and can be used on 6 devices per plan. So the two providers are pretty evenly matched on paper. Nord has more servers, but ExpressVPN's 3,000 is plenty, and its wider spread means it may be more appealing if you're outside of the US or Europe. But how do the two compare in practice? Privacy is one area that no VPN user should skimp on, and Express and Nord both boast impressive privacy credentials. Both are built upon AES 256 encryption, both have apps certified by the IOXT Alliance, and both offer perfect forward security, meaning that even if one session is compromised, your next will be protected again through the use of a different key. Both providers also claim to block DNS leaks, and our tests back this up. However, ExpressVPN runs its own zero-knowledge 256-bit encrypted DNS on all servers. Keeping that sort of work under its own roof is a good sign. Nord offers a couple of extra features that Express doesn't, namely its Onion over VPN and double VPN connection modes. Relatively few users are likely to benefit from these, but having them as an option is excellent. Both providers have had their controversial moments. Express was recently acquired by Cape Technologies, which has somewhat of a checkered past. However, at TechRadar, we're confident that Express's commitment to user privacy hasn't been compromised. In 2018, NordVPN had a data breach at a single Finnish server. No users were affected, but Nord's handling of the issue wasn't exactly stellar. It took over a year to disclose that information. Overall, Express and Nord are two of the most secure private VPNs on the market, and honestly a neck and neck here. If you think you'd get the use out of them, Nord's niche features could sway your decision, but for most, the choice will be made elsewhere. Tying into privacy is the logging status of ExpressVPN and NordVPN. Both providers have well-written, comprehensive logging policies, and in them, they state that neither VPN collects any information that could tie back to you and your activity. Nord and Express both have had their logging policies verified through an independent audit. Thanks to this, we're confident in saying that neither Express nor Nord will ever log your activity. A VPN's connection speeds are hugely important, and a large part of our testing program involves speed testing VPNs in a range of environments. On our gigabit line, both Nord and Express proved to be very fast VPNs. When using its lightweight protocol, Express delivered a peak of 630 megabits per second. The slowest we saw over our tests was 270 megabits per second using OpenVPN. NordVPN delivered a slightly higher peak of 760 megabits per second when using the WireGuard-based NordLynx protocol. However, it dipped lower than Express to 220 megabits per second when using OpenVPN. Results from an ultra-fast line aren't exactly reflective of day-to-day use though, so we also tested both services on an average line that delivered 62 megabits per second. In this test, Nord maxed out at 56 megabits per second and Express 52. So then NordVPN is able to reach marginally higher maximum speeds in ideal situations. But in real life, there's very little separating the two. If you think you'll be using OpenVPN regularly, then we think Express is probably the way to go. Unblocking streaming sites is now a core part of using a VPN, and both Nord and Express are confident in their claims. Since we started testing VPNs years ago, Express has continuously been a frontrunner. It's able to unlock Prime Video, Disney+, and Netflix libraries from across the US, UK, Canada, Australia, and others, as well as regional sites like the BBC iPlayer, ESPN, Crave, and KO. We currently rate ExpressVPN as both the best Netflix VPN and the best streaming VPN. And in the rare instances that we've had issues, ExpressVPN's support team has gotten us up and running again without any hassle. That's not to say that Nord's not a good alternative though. At the time of filming, it's able to unblock a ton of Netflix libraries and other geo-block sites, but in the past, we've seen some fluctuations in its performance. Overall, both Express and Nord are two of the best VPNs for streaming, but Express just takes this one thanks to its historic reliability and excellent support team. VPNs and torrenting go hand in hand, so making sure your chosen provider is up to the job is essential. ExpressVPN doesn't boast about torrenting on its website. In fact, it barely mentions it at all. But if you dig into the details, you'll find that it supports P2P on every one of its 3,000 servers. Combined with its effective kill switch, split tunneling on most apps, and great speeds, it's the perfect VPN for torrenting. Nord isn't quite as simple. To torrent with it, you'll have to select a dedicated P2P server from a smaller list. However, with its kill switch and SOC 5 proxy, it's still a great choice, but it only supports split tunneling on Windows and Android, not Mac. In practice, both Express and Nord are excellent options for P2P, but Express is the better choice if torrenting is the main reason you're getting a VPN. Express is available on a huge range of devices, and no matter what you want to get protected on, it has an app or setup guide ready and waiting. The apps are also super simple to get up and running, and the interface is almost identical no matter what platform you're using. Once you've used one, you've used them all. Nord also has a good range of apps for most common devices, but not quite as many as Express. Most notably, routers. Nord requires manual setup on routers, while Express has a dedicated app that makes installation much easier. It's also worth noting that we found the ExpressVPN app layout much easier to use in a hurry, especially on mobile. While Nord's map is attractive on desktop, on smaller devices it can be a little troublesome. And finally, Nord's interface on some devices, like the Amazon Fire Stick, is totally different and can take some time to get used to. Express and Nord have some of the best apps on the market, and both cover an excellent range of devices. However, Express noses ahead with its simpler design and wider compatibility. Whether you're a newbie or a VPN veteran, quality support is essential in case something goes awry. Since we began reviewing VPNs, we've considered Express's support to be quite simply the best. The articles are well written in clear, understandable language, and there are troubleshooting pages and setup guides for just about every circumstance. The live chat support is quick, knowledgeable, and very helpful. We really couldn't ask for more. Nord's support is excellent too, with a live chat as well as plenty of support articles. However, the depth and breadth of the articles don't quite match up to Express. It's a close one, but from our experience, we'd rate Express support marginally higher. Finally, we come to the big one, price. In our full review process, we don't really take price into account when rating VPNs, but for customers it can be a make or break detail. Express isn't known as a cheap VPN, and if you're only signing up for a single month, you'll be paying a hefty $12.95. Sign up for 6 months and you'll save a little, knocking the price down to $9.99 a month. Further savings come when you commit for a year, which works out around $8.32 a month. However, if you head to expressvpn.com/TechRadar deal or click on the link in our description, you'll be able to grab an exclusive 3 months for free, dropping the price to a much more reasonable $6.67 a month. NordVPN starts off a little cheaper on the 1 month plan at $11.99. And if you commit to a 1-year plan, that will drop to $4.99. If you click on the link in the description, you'll be able to bag yourself the cheapest deal available. NordVPN varies its price regularly, but you'll often be able to bag a 2-year plan that will work out at less than $3.50 a month. Overall, ExpressVPN and NordVPN are pretty closely matched, and we're comfortable recommending both providers. However, in a number of key areas like apps, streaming, torrenting, server locations, and support, ExpressVPN just outdoes Nord. And in our eyes, it's worth paying the slightly higher price. So which will you go for, ExpressVPN or NordVPN? Let us know in the comments down below which appeals to you most and why. And don't forget that clicking on the links in our description will get you the most up-to-date price, and in the case of ExpressVPN, an exclusive deal. Thanks for watching, remember to subscribe to TechRadar for all the latest tech news and reviews, and I'll see you next time.